My friends, today I want to share with you a story that is more than just words. It is a journey. A journey that will not only help you improve your English listening skills, but will also open your eyes to a powerful truth about life. You see, many times we feel broken. We feel weak. We think we are not good enough. But sometimes, it is our weakness that hides our true strength. This story, The Broken Pot, is about learning to see beauty in imperfection. So, as you listen, don't just practice your English. Try to feel the emotions, imagine the scenes, and ask yourself, what is my crack, and how can it create flowers in my life? Stay with me till the end, because this story might just change the way you look at yourself. Chapter 1, Life in the Village. My name is David, and I live in a small, quiet village surrounded by hills and green fields. Life here is not fast like the city. Here, mornings begin with the sound of roosters, and evenings end with the orange glow of the setting sun. The air is fresh, the nights are filled with stars, and everyone knows everyone. In my simple house, I live with my old mother and a small garden that gives us vegetables. My work every day begins with fetching water from the well. The well is the heart of our village. Without it, there is no life. From that well, people take water for drinking, cooking, washing, and watering their gardens. I have 2 clay pots. They are not new. They have been with me for years. I tie them with ropes on both ends of a wooden stick, and I carry that stick across my shoulders. One pot is strong and perfect. It holds every drop of water I fill into it. The other pot, however, has a long crack running down its side. Because of that crack, water leaks out as I walk back home. Every morning, I fill both pots at the well. By the time I reach home, the perfect pot is full, but the cracked pot has already lost half its water. This used to frustrate me. I worked hard, but I brought home less water. Sometimes I thought about replacing the broken pot. But in a poor man's life, nothing is wasted. I kept using it. Yet, in my heart, I felt disappointed. Why should I work double for the same result? Why should I carry a pot that fails me? At that time, I did not know that this broken pot was going to change the way I looked at life forever. Chapter 2, The Walk to the Well. The path from my house to the well is not short. It is nearly half an hour of walking. The road is dusty in summer, muddy in the rainy season, and filled with fallen leaves during autumn. On both sides of the path, there are bushes, wild plants, and sometimes small flowers that bloom after the rains. Every morning, I would place the stick on my shoulders, balance the 2 pots, and begin my walk. The perfect pot always remained silent, proud of its strength. The cracked pot, however, seemed heavier with shame. Though it did not speak, I felt its sadness in the way it leaked water with every step I took. Villagers often saw me walking with my pots. Some smiled, some waved, and some laughed quietly, whispering to each other, "Look, David still carries that broken pot. He is foolish. Why does he not throw it away?" I heard their words, but I kept silent. They did not know my struggles. They did not know that life does not always allow you to choose perfection. Sometimes, you must carry what is given to you. As the days passed, I began to notice something strange. Along the path where the cracked pot leaked water, small green shoots appeared. First, it was just grass, then small plants, and later, colorful flowers began to bloom. The other side of the path, where the perfect pot's water never touched the soil, remained dry and dusty. At first, I did not pay much attention. I was too busy with my daily work. But slowly, the difference became clear. One side of the path looked alive, filled with freshness and beauty, while the other remained barren. This secret was known only to me and the cracked pot. Chapter 3: The Broken Pot's Sorrow. One morning, as I was filling the pots at the well, something unexpected happened. For the first time, the cracked pot spoke. Its voice was low and trembling, like an old man confessing his weakness. "David," it said, "I am ashamed of myself. Every day, you carry me from the well to your home. But because of this crack, I waste your effort. Half of my water is gone before we reach. I am useless, broken, and weak. You should throw me away and get another pot. A strong pot, like my brother on the other side." I stopped, surprised. For years, I had carried these pots, but never had I heard them speak. I looked at the cracked pot carefully. The sun reflected on its surface, and I could see the long scar that had made it suffer for so long. With a gentle smile, I replied, "My dear pot, you do not need to be ashamed. Do you see the flowers that bloom along your side of the path? They are there because of you. Every drop of water you thought you wasted was giving life to the soil. Without your crack, this path would have remained barren and lifeless. You think you are weak, but in truth, you have created beauty that even the perfect pot could not." The pot remained silent, as if it could not believe my words. A gentle breeze passed over us, and the flowers along the path seemed to nod in agreement. From that day, the cracked pot no longer complained. It still leaked water, but it carried itself with dignity, knowing it had a purpose in life. Chapter 4: The Secret of the Flowers. Seasons changed, but the flowers on the path remained. During spring, they burst into bright colors, yellow, red, and white. During summer, they gave shade to insects and beauty to the dusty road. During the rains, they danced with joy in the falling drops. Villagers began to notice. They said, "Look at the path David walks every day. It is full of life and flowers. How lucky he is." Some began to pluck the flowers for their homes. Some took them to temples. Children loved running through the path, chasing butterflies that came for the nectar. No one knew the truth. No one knew that behind this beauty was a cracked pot that thought itself worthless. As I watched people smile because of these flowers, I felt proud. Not of myself, but of the broken pot that taught me a lesson. In life, it is not always the perfect ones who make the biggest difference. Sometimes, it is the broken, the weak, and the imperfect who create unseen beauty. I began to water the flowers more intentionally. Every morning, I tilted the cracked pot slightly, letting more water fall on the soil. I saw the plants grow taller, stronger, and brighter. Each drop was like a gift of life. The perfect pot still remained full and proud, but now, even it began to look at the flowers with quiet respect. Chapter 5: The Lesson of Life. Years have passed since I first noticed the flowers. My mother is old now, and my garden has grown bigger. But the cracked pot is still with me. Its crack has widened, but its purpose has deepened. Often, when I sit under the banyan tree in the evening, I think about the lesson it has taught me. We all carry cracks within us, weaknesses, mistakes, scars from the past. We feel ashamed, thinking we are less than others. But sometimes, it is through those very cracks that we give life to the world. The cracked pot made me realize that imperfection is not failure. It is a chance to create something different, something beautiful. In our village, people still talk about the flowers on the path. They admire them, they enjoy them, and they smile because of them. Very few know the truth, but I do. And that truth gives me peace. So, whenever I feel broken inside, whenever I feel my efforts are wasted, I remember my cracked pot. And I whisper to myself, even broken things can create beauty. Even weak hearts can give life. Even scars can grow flowers. This is the lesson I carry with me, every day of my life. My dear friends, this was the story of the broken pot. A simple pot, carrying a deep lesson. Just like David discovered, sometimes our cracks are not our weakness, but our greatest gift. If this story touched your heart, remember it whenever you doubt yourself. Even broken things can create beauty. And this is not the end. In the next video, I will bring you another story, one that will carry even more emotion, more wisdom, and more practice for your English listening. So stay tuned, keep learning, and remember, every story is a seed for growth. Don't miss the next one.